Okay, how to avoid becoming a gang stalker or perpetrator. Sometimes we do get recruited by handlers and we don't even know it. Sometimes it's so sublime, so subtle that you don't even notice it. So, what I want you to do, if you are a targeted individual, is to not become a perpetrator yourself, and also to know when these forces are building against you. There are many different ways of spotting this, but in terms of what you can do without any additional purchases, basically with your own mind and your hands, right? So you have people who are always trying to drum up support. They're always trying to drum up support for something, for um, some kind of call to action, if you like. So you have somebody who wants. There's always people around you who want you to hate someone or to start a protest or uprising against someone. Now, there's nothing wrong with protest or forming an opinion, but it's just that whenever somebody starts that conversation where they're trying to get you, trying to arouse anger in you so that you can start attacking someone, yeah, you have to ask yourself, what is the basis of their ranting and raving and their campaign, and then you examine the evidence that they have. Now, somebody can come and say, um, I've just seen this guy molesting a child. Yeah. Now, obviously, you're gonna get angry and you just gonna wanna attack that guy. But I'm just saying, before you do that, you examine the evidence. You say, right, you've seen a guy molesting a child. Were they in public? No, they weren't in public. Okay, that's weird. How did you see it then? Yeah. The guy was in his room. Were you in the room at the time? No. How did you see it then? Were you conducting surveillance to see it? Yeah. See, now if they're conducting surveillance on someone, yeah, those are perpetrators. You examine the evidence whenever someone says, oh, I saw this guy wanking, yeah, masturbating. You say, was he doing it in public? No. Where was he doing it? In his room. Were you there? No. Were you conducting surveillance then? Yeah. You see, you can before you start saying, "Oh, this guy is masturbating. I hate him now." Yeah. Ask yourself that. Hold on a minute. This man is talking to me about something that's very private and intimate to that individual. How did he come across the man's most intimate details? Yeah. Are they monitoring the guy? Are they that's the perpetrator trying to drum up support and trying to put a negative spin, yeah, on the targeted individual's most intimate life, yeah, where they try to put a negative spin so that when the targeted individual comes outside, he's been drumming you up, yeah, drumming up support for his cause, which is for you to victimize that person, but yet he's the one who's been victimizing him. So he comes outside, this is all of you acting funny, yeah, and he feels targeted, yeah, but yet you could, instead of being perpetrators yourselves, examine the evidence. Say, look, if a man's masturbating, that's private. Yeah? Why do you want us to get a sense of, oh, we hate him because he's done something that's very private and intimate to him? Unless he's doing it publicly, then it becomes an issue. But if you're trying to um, incept a feeling of hatred towards someone because they've done something very private to them, why don't you guys just ask them about it? You find that the same person that's trying to incept that hatred towards another individual might be doing it to you behind your back. He might turn around and do it to you behind your back. Might watch you in your room, see you doing something with it with another human being, and decide to go behind the scenes and say, "Oh my God, I just seen this one doing that one," and then you come outside and everybody's turned on you. Yeah, you must alienate those people. You must call them out. Every time they present evidence to you, every time they try to get you to be activists for something, you examine their evidence. If it turns out that they're the ones who are monitoring us, you don't support those. Don't protest in their name. Don't go on their banner. Do not support people who are perpetrators. Otherwise, he then becomes like a handler, and you become his recruit. Yeah, he can turn around in the future and make you a victim too. Do not support people who victimize others. Do not go up in arms against people, yeah, because of evidence that comes from someone who's victimized them. This should be obvious, yeah, but it's not so obvious, so you have to spell it out like that. So as a targeted individual, yeah, I've seen a lot of other targeted individuals or targeted individuals to be that are part of those kind of protest movements, if you like, yeah, against members of their own community, yeah, and they start from a source. When you look at the evidence and you say, why are you guys all of a sudden hating that man? Yeah, oh, because he did this and that. And then you're like, hang on a minute, yeah, who saw him doing that? Well, she said he did it. But the only way that could, if he didn't do it publicly, the only way that could have happened is if she's monitoring him in unconventional and unfriendly ways. Yeah? Yeah, so I don't join those protest movements. They're protest movements I would join. Like, if we're protesting against gang stalking, you might see me on that, because obviously I'm a victim, right? But where you have gang stalkers, yeah, kind of drumming up support for their cause, their need to be perpetrators, they need to target other individuals, and people are turning up, that's ridiculous. Yeah, yeah, you can't, it's like you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're supporting the same people who are going to turn around and victimize you in future. Yeah, so be wary of evidence that comes from a source that is unconventional, if you like. Evidence where somebody presents evidence to you and the source is something that's a violation of another human being's right to expression or privacy. Yeah, because now you are being recruited by a gang stalker and perpetrator. Yeah, if you turn up for those people, you're making the situation worse for yourself and others. Yeah, that's all I wanted to add.